The DEPGI 14-inch 4K integrated monitor featured in today's review was provided courtesy of DEPGI. DEPGI's portable 14-inch 1080p screen for Xbox Series S has quickly become my go-to way to experience the smaller console in a convenient way. It is easy to move around the house or to take on the go and doesn't have many drawbacks for its niche use case. DEPGI has continued to produce a number of alternate models for their screens and has been kind enough to send out a new 14-inch 4K variant. While the screen remains an overall solid performer, it comes with its own pros and cons to consider for your portable Series S gaming experience. The DEPGI 14-inch 4K integrated LED monitor for Series S comes in the same style box as all other DEPGI screens I have received. Only the model number differentiates itself from which unit is included in the box. The white and green color scheme matches typical Xbox branding well, and the image of the screen attached to the system gives a clear example of what users can expect from it. A few features are further highlighted on the front and back of the box. Inside the box you'll find the DEPGI screen, HDMI cable, wall outlet, mounting bracket, screwdriver, remote, and a user guide. The DEPGI 4K 14-inch monitor remains low profile and sleek to behold in action. Its pure white shell again closely matches the Series S original white color scheme. When released, the black Series S will contrast against it quite a bit, so hopefully two color options will arrive in the future. A removable mounting arm remains the method of attaching the screen to the console, with a number of pegs that fit into the Series S ventilation holes. 2 screws keep everything in place, and a pair of included stickers can cover them for a sleeker appearance. The screen still doesn't open 180 degrees like other integrated screen options, but the available angles give it a great viewing experience. The hinge has good stability and keeps each angle with ease. Sadly, the screen not aligning perfectly with the mounting arms while closed is still an issue. The screen has a glossy finish this time around, which can help colors have more pop, but does come at the expense of added glare. The assortment of volume and menu controls are once again below the screen, while the dual HDMI and 3.5mm ports take up residence on the rear of the panel. None of the Series S's rear ports or ventilation is blocked by the screen, ensuring full usability. The initial setup of attaching the monitor remains a breeze with the included mounting bracket and screwdriver. The short HDMI cable plugs nicely into the rear of the console and screen, and remains low profile. Unfortunately, the potential for higher power draw from the 4K panel has necessitated the need for a dedicated wall adapter to power the screen instead of relying solely on USB power from the Series S. This makes the setup less streamlined and mobile-friendly, but it still gets the overall job done. And for anyone wondering if the screen can be run from the console's USB ports, it can, but pushing the volume or brightness too high can result in it turning off due to the lack of available power. The experience of using the DEPGI 4K panel has been an interesting one. The out-of-the-box color calibration looks excellent, and the included calibration options will allow users to fine-tune it to their preferences. Brightness and contrast are also pre-tuned to pleasing levels and are adjustable as well. For users who don't necessarily want to dial in settings themselves, a number of calibration presets are available to choose from. Because of the screen size and higher resolution, the pixel density of the display is extremely high, resulting in a crisp picture. Even though few Series S games actually support native 4K output, the system's built-in upscaling features produce excellent results. Even when running at 1080p resolution, display clarity is a step up from the previous 1080p DEPGI screen I reviewed. When combined with a proper calibration, the resulting picture is quite impressive. It is worth noting, however, that the overall motion clarity during fast turns and action sequences is a hair worse than DEPGI's 1080p 14-inch offering. While 4K is the screen's advertised selling point, running it at 1080p does offer the advantage of being able to utilize a 120Hz refresh rate. For the selection of Series S games that can make use of 120Hz output modes, this is an excellent feature, and the resolution cut such modes usually take is less noticeable on the smaller screen. Halo Infinite in particular feels fantastic with this setup, and the screen's support of FreeSync keeps any frame drops unnoticeable. The faster refresh rate also helps with the previously mentioned motion clarity. The monitor's dual HDMI input once again lets us use it for multiple devices with ease. I remain fond of using it with HDMI-equipped retro systems, and thanks to its ability to output in a 4:3 aspect ratio, it fits the role beautifully. Speaking of retro gaming, for any Series S players using their systems as an emulation box, integer scaling with this screen is amazing, producing very crisp images and gameplay. The built-in 3-watt speakers do an adequate job of bringing the action on screen to your ears. A dedicated headset connected to the Series S controller or one of the provided headphone jacks on the back of the monitor will yield better results. No noticeable sync issues with audio have been observed during my time with the screen, so rest assured knowing that no matter which option you choose, it will get the job done. With this DEPGI screen finally supporting a 4K output resolution, I was excited to see it finally take advantage of the Xbox Series S's HDR output. Unfortunately, it doesn't support an HDR mode that can be used during gameplay with the system, instead only being able to utilize it during media playback. To be thorough, I have swapped out the included cables, but the results remain the same. Messing with the HDR option within the screen's menu only allows manual activation of 2084 output. Perhaps the next model will finally deliver the portable HDR experience for the Series S we have all been looking for. DEPGI's 4K portable screen offering for the Xbox Series S is nearly the perfect portable screen to integrate with the console. It supports 4K output resolution, resulting in a crisp image with stunning out-of-the-box calibration. 1080p 120Hz output is also supported for titles that can take advantage of it, resulting in a fantastic gaming experience, especially when combined with FreeSync. It is a good size to be easily visible while remaining travel-friendly, and it doesn't block any of the Series S's ports or ventilation. Unfortunately, it still doesn't support HDR gaming on Xbox, and motion clarity takes a minor hit at 60Hz output. Price is another major consideration in deciding whether or not to dive in with the DEPGI screen, as the asking price still sits at nearly $300. For those that do dive in though, the experience will be something to look forward to. And that is the DEPGI 4K integrated LED monitor for the Xbox Series S. Again, an overall good addition to your Series S, but really important to consider that 60Hz motion clarity isn't as crisp as the 1080p version, and it still doesn't have working HDR, and then, of course, the cost. But you do get an excellent picture quality, 120Hz support at 1080p, so again, overall, a enjoyable experience. And the pixel density just, absolutely awesome. Unfortunately, I can't share with you all the true-to-life experience that using this screen gives, just due to limitations in my recording equipment, because it really is something to see in person. But thank you again to DEPGI for sending this one out my way, and thank you to each and every one of you for watching today's review. I hope you have found it informative, and if you decide to take the plunge on a DEPGI screen, a link will be in the description below. But we're going to go ahead and call it here for this review. Thank you so much as always for supporting our channel. Really means the world to us, but we do have a couple of huge favors to ask here at the end. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit that thumbs up, thumbs down button, depending how much you like this video, as well as that sub button and notification bell so you can see when new videos go live on the channel. Loads of content always coming your way, and we love having each and every one of you along for the ride. For anyone interested in further helping support the channel and keep it going, you can also check out that join button here on YouTube or the Patreon link in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. A little goes a long way to keeping this place up and running and bringing all of this content directly to you. Big shout out to all of our current backers. Thank you so much as always for believing in what we do here and helping us keep it going. You are just the truest champs. But until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome, keep on gaming, and we'll see you back next video.